And by the time he was fished out and lowered to safety, he'd been trapped in this tiny shaft for about 6 hours.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. They left him there for 6 hours. He hung on to his life for 6 hours strong. Dolo. Bruh, this is gonna change his life forever. This TikTok challenge almost cost them their lives. Hey, bruh, video about Tozy, man. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's popping.
These TikTok challenges almost cost them their lives, and this is hands down one of the most infuriating videos I've made because
I'm sorry, I'm not risking my life at all for 60 seconds. I'm not. 60 seconds of entertainment and enjoyment for somebody else, I ain't risking my life. You got it, you got it.
today, we're talking about some extremely dumb TikTok challenges slash trends and some of the worst friends one could possibly have. Because what if I told you that for a small price of, your life, you could potentially go viral on TikTok for a few days before you likely are forgotten until the next idiot does something equally as stupid and, the cycle repeats. Unfortunately, that is a...
I don't understand how people can just play around with their lives like that, especially not for views, bruh. Like, even if you do manage to get views, bruh, on TikTok, you're not really getting paid for real. You're not. No matter, I hope y'all understand this, no matter what form of short form content it is, you ain't really getting paid that much. Every big content creator says this, and people still don't understand it.
brainer for so many, or at least it feels like it, because how many people end up hospitalized or even worse, all in the hopes of hitting the For You page of TikTok? Unfortunately, a whole lot of people. Honestly, no brainer is quite literal, because you can't be playing with a full deck of cards, so to speak, if you're willing to participate in some of these TikTok trends, or you're just young, and unfortunately...
Did this nigga just pour NyQuil on chicken breasts, or am I tripping? Did y'all see that?
So many of these kids are just too young to know better. You would think they should know better, but hey, we all do extremely stupid stuff when we're kids. But regardless, if you're...
Yeah, we did, but like, there's a limit to it. You feel me? Like, NyQuil on chicken breasts? Like, and not just that, the dumb stuff that, like, me and my homeboys was doing was, like, trying to jump, like, cement humps and speed bumps and all that, while with the bikes and skateboards and scooters, like me, my brother, my cousin, we sitting there hopping from the chairs and the sofas in the living room and all that. Like, we ain't, like, that was done, that was stupid, but like, we ain't NyQuil on chicken breasts? On chicken breasts?
You should still know that you can't just like free solo climb city infrastructure like Alex Honnold, or survive being choked until unconscious. Because these days, we've completely...
The choking game just sounds like some freaky ass shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Past dumb trends like the cinnamon challenge and planking, which, to be fair, did actually claim some lives. But while those trends were just extremely dumb, what we have today is just...
Hold on a second. People died from the cinnamon challenge? Yeah, I'm gonna need a redo. Yeah,
level of stupidity. Like extreme versions of urban exploring. Before, urban exploring was pretty niche, and I mean, I feel like a lot of people have, done urban exploring in their teenage years.
I'm not gonna lie though, I definitely tried the cinnamon challenge. That I will admit. No cap, I definitely did. I tried a spoonful of cinnamon. Not great. Not a great experience. I didn't have a good time doing that.
But now, it's extremely viral because you have all these viral clips of teenagers or young adults breaking into rooftops of skyscrapers while playing whatever trendy TikTok music. And this goes extremely viral, so a bunch of kids repeat this. But if you don't know, urban exploring is essentially when you investigate abandoned, hidden, or restricted structures. Usually the more dangerous and off limits, the better for views. And I'm sure plenty of people have teenage stories of, finding abandoned houses or exploring restricted areas, but it was likely never even close to anything risky like we're covering today. Because, with social media now, just one post of you with your feet dangling off of a skyscraper can make you viral overnight. And this behavior sorta did for the 16-year-old by the name of Frankie Aloka.
Boy 16 fell down 50-foot shaft. Rescued hours later in critical condition, friends left him there to die. yeah, you better not ever hit me up again. No cap.
Made the news
better
after
not
unfortunately
ever.
fell down a 50-foot shaft.
You wouldn't be doing this video right if my battery ain't get hot, right? Hey, we back at it.
As a part of this social media challenge. Because what started as a journey to get photos for social media ended with Frankie in critical condition and suffering from both brain and spinal injuries.
What were you and your friends doing out there on the bridge?
We just wanted to climb the bridge and just get pictures for like social media and just like get views of the city.
And I feel like the most insane part of this whole story is the fact that he was reportedly with a group of friends at the time of the incident, and friends who not only didn't even try to help him when he fell, but actually left him and took his phone and disposed of it. How much?
They legitimately thought that this nigga died. That's what it was. They thought he died, and you know, I don't know how old. Wait, they said 16, so they kids. They thought that, you know what I'm saying, that they were probably afraid of going to jail, more than likely, if anything. But yeah, that's what it was, because they probably thought he didn't survive the fall and they got scared. But still, this is trifling, like, to the highest degree. Like, I would never speak to these guys again. You left me? Like, for real? Yeah, you're done.
Childhood changed for people. I remember growing up,
Boy, you better not even breathe my way. I swear to you, once I fully recover.
Ride or die for my friends. Like, we were brothers. Now, did we ever do stuff that would get us killed? No. But there is no world. Yeah, no, we did do stuff that would probably get us killed. But would I ever leave my friend to die? Hell no. Let alone leave my friend injured. Never. I mean, I would happily take whatever trespassing charge I would get to save my friend. That does not make sense. And before you go, oh, they were just teenagers. Maybe they were just scared and they didn't know better. These kids also filmed Frankie's fall and his
They recorded it. Nah. You recorded it?
screams and cries for help before they just decided to ditch him there.
The other teams who were with him start climbing down the bridge.
Bro, Frankie is...
What kind of evil human beings are these people? Also, like, did they literally just run because they were worried about getting in trouble? It's a trespassing charge.
You already in the wrong, literally. So, like, you being in trouble was inevitable. And then, like, did it not click to you to think that, you know, maybe his parents would ask about him had he not returned home, knowing that he was with y'all? Like, come on, bro.
Leaving your friend
What are
to
we
die because
doing?
you're scared of a trespassing charge? I mean, this just goes to show how much some kids have been fried by social media. Because what makes this even worse is they apparently shared these videos in an Instagram group chat filled with other similar urban explorers. And yes, in these videos, you can almost hear them excitedly screaming that Frankie passed away. There has to be some sort of charge for them to catch for this, because this is insane. You have to be a next level kind of scumbag to film your friend possibly passing away and then sharing it online while he's still trapped in pain. Now,
Hang on a second. All right. I got a brief question. I got a real question right now. Cause me and you, like, we outside somewhere. We doing something we not supposed to do. Like, we trespassing. We on top of a crane or whatever. I get on top of the hook of the crane. And then I end up falling. Hold on, wait a second. I end up falling. You gonna leave me there?
Nope.
You are 100% getting a trespassing charge, though. For sure.
That's fine.
Okay.
It should have been in the first place.
Okay, cause I'm doing a reaction video right now. I just wanted to see what you was gonna say, cause these niggas, it was this nigga and his friends. He like 16. They got on top of a crane. This nigga fell, and then they left him there. They took his phone and tried to dispose of it.
That's attempted murder at that point, ain't it? That's attempted murder, ain't it?
Is that not crazy, bro? I'm sitting there, I'm like, there's no way that I would ever think to do something like that. That's crazy.
That's what color was it?
Okay, now I gotta hang up because I'm gonna have to edit that out.
I mean, it's real stuff though. Like,
You already know the answer to that. I'm not finna go into details with you on that. They didn't look like us. They didn't look like us. I will say that. See, look, my dog got me. My brother got me, man. This is stupid right here, bruh. No cap.
Frankie fell at 3 p.m., but it wasn't until 5:46 p.m. that an 18-year-old who knew some of these kids called 911. So thankfully, they did film this and post it into a group chat. And thankfully, there was someone in that group chat that had some compassion and human decency to be like, wait a second, he's down in that shaft. We need to call for help. So at 5:46 p.m., there was an 18-year-old who knew some of those kids and called 911. And she says they started talking about in their WhatsApp group chat, saying they were scared of catching a murder charge, which made her realize that no one had reported this to the police yet. And Frankie was likely still stuck where they'd left him. I mean, these kids are actually a next level of stupid, because the fact that they didn't immediately call for help and try to help him means they could be liable for something way worse than what the trespassing charge they would have gotten if, they waited around and actually helped their friend. But also, it's just crazy how you watch your friend potentially pass away and the first thing you're worried about is yourself. Like, come on. But since the friends fled, there was no one to point the first.
I'm like, bro, that shit. I can't think about how sick that is, bro. Especially just knowing the amount of like history that I got with the friends that I'm really close with in my circle, bro. And not just that, like when I tell you like these folks are my brothers and I got genuine love for them, like especially if I really got it's no way. It's absolutely no way, bro. And that's probably one of the worst ways that you could let your friend go out. You know what I'm saying? Letting him know that y'all didn't even think to come after him. You just left him there. Like, real talk on the series. The last thing that he gonna remember when he passes away, you feel me, is the fact that his friends left him there to die alone by himself.
In the right direction. So even though they had arrived at the scene, it took hours before they finally found Frankie. And honestly, this is just so eerie. They didn't even find him at first. They found blood and then a shoe, which then finally led them to Frankie.
Once I saw the shoe and the blood, I just relayed that information to the rest of the members on the scene so we could all get the ball rolling on what we were going to use to retrieve this victim once we laid eyes on them. We retrieved the victim about 60 feet, 50 feet.
And thankfully, he was still alive, but barely. And by the time he was fished out and lowered to safety, he'd been trapped in this tiny shaft for about 6 hours.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. They left him there for 6 hours. He hung on to his life for 6 hours strong. Dolo. Bruh, this is gonna change his life forever. Literally. Like, he gonna turn into, I hope he don't turn into a cold-hearted individual, but he is literally not gonna trust anybody again. Hopefully he doesn't. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna say that. He definitely for sure not trusting them again. Like, bro, I can only imagine what that would feel like to just cling on to life like that for 6 hours by yourself, bro. Hey, thankfully he's still alive right now, for real, for real.
And freezing. And Frankie's mom said he's expected to live, but he'll have to learn how to walk again because, like I said, he suffered a brain injury, spinal injuries, as well as hyperthermia. Not to
Damn, literally all the above, man.
the psychological trauma that you would get from, nearly passing away and being abandoned by the people you thought were your friends. I mean, that is just, again, it's so messed up. But Frankie's mom started a GoFundMe to help with medical costs, and a petition was started on change.org to arrest the kids who stood by, filming.
That's a bet right there.
Until they left him for, his last moments. So far, 3 teens have actually been arrested in relation to this. 2 14-year-olds and 1 15-year-old. I don't know. I mean, I'm still just shocked at the selfishness in these kids, that they saw that happen to their friend and they were more worried about themselves than their friend who they just witnessed potentially pass away. So now, I mean, all thanks to wanting to go viral, one kid's life is forever changed and 3 others have potentially ruined their own lives if these charges stand. But they're all minors, so most likely this will get wiped away by the time they turn 18. But who knows? But I mean, it's getting to the point where it's not even surprising. I've covered so many stories like this where people just blatantly destroy their own lives for the chance of going viral on social media.
It's not worth it, man. Not for the brief amount of fame that they're going to give you, and not just that, like, bro, you don't get paid much from shit like that. You don't. Like, at all. You don't. Like, when the biggest, I don't even know what the requirements are for TikTok. I just know that they like are substantial before you actually get monetized. Like, for you to actually get paid on YouTube shorts, bro, you need like 10 million something views, bro. That's a lot of views right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not nothing overall that involves you risking your life for content. I think is worth it personally. Like, no. And yes, we do take risk each and every single day and all that, like going to, you know what I'm saying, like roller coasters, amusement parks and all that, but this is different. You know what I'm saying?
Covered people losing their lives for participating in trends like dusting before, which is just another way to describe how do I describe this? Let's see. Essentially, Brianna took a air cleaning product, or like pressurized air, I think it was, and she did something with it. And I have to be really careful because one of my videos covering this actually got demonetized. But unfortunately, Renna O'Rourke became brain dead from doing this trend, and she tragically passed away in the ICU. Or witness tragedies happen while people are filming harmless pranks, like teenager Michael Bosman, who was fatally shot while filming a Ding Dong Ditch prank video for TikTok with his friends. And they did a modified version of Ding Dong Ditch, where the TikTok version of it is you run up and you jump kick someone's door. And if multiple people are doing it in a row, so if you have a group of like 5,
they are asking to get shot. Jump kicking the door, like, bro, they gonna think somebody breaking in. Yeah, no.
friends who run up.
Nah, my brother told me, bruh. My older brother told me, he was like, look, don't you ever, he told me this one story. It was this one story about him and then my other brothers when they went to go play Ding Dong Ditch. And when they had knocked on the door, dude had came outside, just pulled out the gun, just shot in the air and just said, don't y'all come back around here again. Don't come back around here again and see what happened.
And
this will be the second time that my camera got hot, so I'm gonna take that as a sign that I need to just go ahead and end the video. Give my camera a break. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Cause obviously I'm working my camera too hard, bro. Like the video for the camera, bro. He think I'm working him too hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Do it for the camera. I'll see y'all on the next one. But before I see you on the next one, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation in the comment section below. What would you do? You know what I'm saying? How would you even react to this situation if that was your kid or daughter, son, or if that was your supposed group of friends? Like, what would you do, bro? Because I promise you, bro, as soon as I recover, if I see you, I'm slapping the shit out of you. I promise you. Hey, if you like the video, then like the video. And if you want to see more reactions, subscribe. I love y'all.
Shout out to my twin. Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why do I want me to cry? Fight in depression, talk to the spirits, use them judges that help me get by. But I cannot lie, yeah, that shit hurt me bad when I got that call, told me you died. Like how the fuck can they take you? Man, I hope I wake up, it's a lie.